to music. Beloved art, in how many a bleak hour when I am enmeshed in life's tumultuous round, have you kindled my heart to the warmth of love and borne me away to a better world. Often a sigh escaping from your harp, a sweet celestial chord, has revealed to me a heaven of happier times. Beloved art, for this I thank you. Kunst in wie viel grauen Stunden, mich des Lebens viel der Kreis umstrickt. Hast du mein Herz so warm entzünden, hast mich in eine böse Welt entrückt, in eine böse Welt entrückt. Oft hat ein Seufzer deiner Harfe entflossen, ein süßer, heiliger Akkord von dir. Im Himmel besserer Zeit von mir entschlossen, du holde Kunst, ich danke deiner Fehl. Du holde Kunst, ich danke dir. Good morning. My name is Kristen Plumley. I am the chair of the Music Ministry Committee. And welcome to the Unitarian Society of Ridgewood. It's good to be with you. Unitarian Universalism is a religion of covenant. We promise to be with one another with compassion and curiosity, pursuing our best selves and working to create the most just and joyful world we can. We share a belief in our interconnections, in the value of intentional and authentic living, and in love that can transform people and the world. Ours is a religion that asks us to think beyond ourselves, embracing a wide circle of theologies and viewpoints. There is diversity among us. The Unitarian Society of Ridgewood has long been, and will be for generations to come, a haven for humanists, a home for the spiritual, an abode for the believer, a refuge for atheists, a sanctuary for the seeker. Here we support each other on our journeys, lifting up our differences, leaning into our commonalities, and learning to love better each and every day. Welcome here to this special place.
Special thanks to James for this treat this morning. He's been suffering with a little bit of touch of tendinitis, and he's a real trooper for coming this morning, so I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, tendinitis for a musician is one of the side effects of being diligent. So this morning is kind of a culmination of this little mini festival we've been having here at USR this month. We've been graced with the very talented performers from the Ridgewood Conservatory, and you're going to hear two more this morning. Plus, you're going to get to meet the director of the conservatory, which is a special treat. And we have lots of other people for you. So you're actually kind of seeing what's going to be the future musical establishment unfold. So let me express my gratitude to all the performers and the guest speakers. And now I will shut up and let the music unfold. So welcome.
Good morning. Hi. Well, I'm the coffee hour organizer, but I'm really also a member of the board. Every Sunday, my name is Hetty Hirschman. Every Sunday we gather and we put our care and love into action by considering the ways we can support this congregation, by participating in programming and by giving our resources. This morning, I want to encourage you again to turn in your pledge if you haven't. And I'd like to ask you to consider increasing your pledge. Libby Ortiz is now going to take a few minutes to share about her relationship to the USR.
Good morning. I'm indeed Libby. And this is exciting for me because of last night's adrenaline rush. I mean, if anybody was here for the auction, I will never be the same. It was really something. And I lost out on the two things I wanted the most. On the way home, I must have not pushed the right button. But let me tell you, it was great. So, do we love the USR? Let me count the ways. No, I couldn't, for I would be over my 2-minute limit. We, Will and I, are so grateful to be members of an intergenerational community where we can be mentored by those who came before us, bond with our peers, and rejoice in the lives of the young adults and the little ones that grow and change. Because of the relationships that we have found in this community, we have had so much support through very difficult challenges. I don't know what we would have done without the help of Reverend Sarah and all of you. We lost our daughter in 2018, and Reverend Sarah helped our whole family care for each other, and with Ron's help, Elizabeth was given the memorial service she had wanted and planned. Then, my husband had open heart surgery at the end of 2021. Once again, we were held in the light. We are now facing a new difficulty, and as soon as I knew it, I went to Reverend Sarah right away. Once again, she provided me with a pastoral care that helped me regain my footing. I really mean this. She listened, followed up, and is there for me whenever I need to reach out. But those were the hard times, not the fun, like last night. Oh man, we have had so much fun here. Will comes to the Wednesday lunch so he can be admired by the ladies. I'm totally aware of this going on. It's an open relationship. Whoops, sorry about that. And then he goes to the lecture and pretends to understand. That philosophy one is just out there. I am part of 3 USR groups that I benefit from and enjoy. And because of a fellow member, Ann Wagner, whom I met here, I am part of 2 study groups, and Will is part of another. And then there's the joy of fabulous live music every Sunday, no more so than today. And the art exhibits, and Mary's baking, as Martha and I hurry to the table. Did you hear that, Martha? You're out, right? You are outed, because we hurry to the table to pinch off the very best parts that are at the bottom of the cake pan. And the Social Justice Wider World Weekend. Wasn't that wonderful? I quoted it all over the place, all over Bergen County where they didn't want to hear it. Thank you again, Marilyn and your team. Because of all this, I was truly worried by Jack's news last week that we are behind, like so behind in our pledges. I went home and tackled the auction software. You see how where it got me. Not easy for me, and I imagine for others. So I contacted Ann, and she helped me really understand that I hadn't turned in my pledge like I thought I did. And once again, I just had to let the team know. As soon as I let them know, everything's taken care of, and they straightened it all out. So please do as much as you can to strengthen this bridge over troubled waters. We have never needed it so much. Thank you.
I have a few announcements. Today is the last day to bring food and menstrual items to the REAP porch for the Center for Food Action. Our donations greatly assist their work, so please try to take advantage of the last day. And a bulletin note, save the date for a celebration of Reverend Sarah and Guy's wedding and upcoming Bundle of Joy. There will be a congregation-wide hoopla immediately following the flowers ceremony on June 4th. Watch your email and realm for details. There's also a concert this afternoon that honors donations to healthcare in Haiti, and I think there's an announcement about that on Realm also. The entirety of the plate this month will go to the USR's operating budget, so please give generously to support our mission. The offering will now be given and gratefully received.
So assuming that you've enjoyed all the music this month, I am going to present the gentleman who is responsible for it. So this is Mr. Louis Caimano from the Ridgewood Conservatory.
Good morning, everybody. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for giving our students an opportunity here. They play so well, and performance opportunities are scarce, so you've done them a great service. Thank you. We will, I promise. As a matter of fact, I have, through Ron's request, we have faculty coming to play for you next week. So I hope you'll enjoy that too. Ron asked me to just give you a brief history of the school and a little bit about what our purpose is. I'm grateful to say that we are in our 25th year. We opened our doors September 1, 1998. And since then, I think we've processed about 4,000 students through our system. So we're very grateful for all of that. Little tiny bit of history. The conservatory came about. I was a pro player. I was doing Broadway shows and whatever recording dates I could muster and everything I could do. I was just a freelance musician. And some parents had asked me, can you teach my kids? So my first year of teaching, I had 3 students, 3. Second year, that went to 10. When I finally closed my studio in my home, it was right in Paramus, and I opened up the conservatory, I was carrying 63 students a week. Thus the conservatory. So, and again, when we opened up, I wanted to do one thing, and one thing, I was going to be a niche woodwind school. So I hired 2 more guys like me. And when I say like me, I look for 3 credentials. I have more degrees than any human should have, collegiate degrees, and then I had pro credits, and I was an experienced teacher. Even before I started teaching out of my house, I was a college prof for a while, and so I really knew how to teach. At least I think I know how to teach, and as it bears out, I think that's true. As we came to the school, we have kind of an unofficial mission statement, and that's to take any student from where they are to where they need to go. Now, that's a very broad statement, but in fact, it is true. And I'll give you an example. A couple, 3 years back, we placed a young man from Allendale and a second young man from Ridgewood, first in the nation, 2 high school seniors. Very, very proud of that. But at the same time, in my studio now, I still teach. I have 2 kids on the spectrum. Now, their needs are very different. So we try to assess where a student is and where they might want to go. And that goes to say even about adults. We have adults come in. We have one, I think, 86-year-old trumpet player at the school. So his needs are a bit different than, your average fifth grader just starting out. So that was kind of our mission statement, is we'll try to help anybody that we can get to where they need to go. We do the best job we can using the best people we can. And again, I'm very, very proud of it. And so hopefully, with your support and community support, we'll do another 25 years then. Somebody else at the helm, probably. But that's just about all I have to say. We teach private lessons and group lessons, group classes. We don't teach any group lessons. But we left some brochures for you to see, and you're welcome to go to our website to find out who we are. Our faculty, including the illustrious Mr. Levy and his fabulous Palisades virtuosi, are also on staff, so you know the quality that we have. Thank you, everybody. I hope I didn't bore you too much.
Now I ask you to please lean all the way back against the back of your chair. So that means backside back as well as your lower back, upper back, everything. Yeah, feet on the floor. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Lift up the crown of your head up toward the sky. You don't have to do anything major or muscling. Just imagine the crown of your head lifts toward the sky. And at the same time, your chin tips down just a little bit towards your collarbone. Now you should be nicely lined up. Take in a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, a deep breath in and slowly out through your mouth. We're going to do this again, but this time when you get to the top of your inhale, I'm going to ask you to hold it for a count of 3, and I will count you down. Here we go. Inhale, and hold it for 3, 2, 1, and exhale slowly. And again, inhale, hold it for 3, 2, 1, exhale slowly. Last time, inhale, hold it for 3, 2, 1, and exhale slowly. Resume your normal breathing. Anytime you feel tense, irritated, upset, lonely, bored, you can do this breathing exercise. It really melts your body. And I think it brings everything into a little bit of a clearer and more restful place. Continue as you are, and I'll meet you at the end of the song. Welcome back. Tomoko Fujita, the administrator of the Cali Pathways Project at Montclair State University, was unfortunately unable to make it this morning. She sends her regrets, but she sends some words for us to read. The Cali Pathways Project is an initiative of Montclair State University. It creates a dynamic and comprehensive pathway to higher education and careers in music for high school students from underrepresented and/or low-income backgrounds. Cali Pathways is specifically designed to overcome systemic barriers that can prevent underserved students from realizing their full musical potential, allowing them to pursue a degree and a career in music. These barriers include not only the potential lack of finances, instruments, and access to educational resources, but also the more invisible, yet equally devastating, barriers such as lack of information, awareness, and role models illuminating the possibility of careers in music. Cali Pathways works in tandem with the students' existing music educators and community programs to carefully identify a student's specific instructional needs and tailor an individualized support plan. The range of resources provided includes acquisition of a quality musical instrument, private instruction, master classes and workshops, online college music preparatory classes, music fundamentals and keyboard musicianship, mentoring, tuition aid to summer music camps, on-campus activities at Montclair State University, travel expenses to and from instruction, and full tuition remission to the Cali School of Music upon acceptance. In just 2 years of operation, the program is demonstrating success. 11 of the 13 graduated students in the first class are pursuing music in college on full scholarship, including 9 at the Cali School. 20 out of 22 current seniors have been accepted to study music in college, nearly all on full scholarship, with 12 or 13 expected to matriculate at MSU. Our ultimate goal is to transform the lives of young people, diversify university-level schools of music, and make the music world more inclusive. Nobody can do everything, but everybody can do something. We thank you for your interest and support of the Cali Pathways Project, and there is more information on the music stand near the front door. Thank you.
Last night I read your letters once again, read till the dawn filled all my room with gray, then quenched my light and put the leaves away, and prayed for sleep to ease my heart's great pain. But what poignant tenderness made vain my hope of rest. I could not sleep or pray, for thought of you and the slow broadening day held me there prisoner of my throbbing brain. Yet I did sleep before the silence rolled and to this pain awoke, and to this pain awoke.
Marion to talk just a little bit about his experience with the Pathways program. So,
Thank you. So as mentioned before, my name is Arian Araya. I'm of the first class of the Pathways Project, started in 2021. And I graduated high school this past June, and this coming June we'll have the second wave of Pathways students. Because of the Pathways program, I was able to afford an instrument that otherwise would have been unattainable. They were able to support me in such a way that I could go to Finley Engage down in Maplewood and purchase a double bass. They also provide me with financial help in my scholarly studies, and they were able to give me double bass lessons, composition lessons, piano lessons, as well as voice lessons, and they were able to allow me as a composer to program my work in performance experiences such as this one, or performance experiences such that we have at the Cali School of Music, where this piece of music was first premiered, and it was the first time that my music had been performed in front of an audience. And I thank you all for giving me another opportunity to do so. I believe this program is very noble, as I'm sure all of you are, and I thank you for giving me the chance to speak and for giving people like me and other people in the program the ability to pursue music in such a passionate way. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Lou Fusito, and on behalf of the Orpheus Club Men's Chorus of Ridgewood, I'm very pleased to be part of this music celebration. I'm even more pleased to be following Ariane because I'm about to speak about scholarships that we give out, which is in many ways something akin to the programs that he was just speaking about. Before I get into the scholarship, I thought I would just tell you a little bit about the Orpheus Club. Some of you may know about us. We are Ridgewood's, not only Ridgewood's, Bergen County's oldest civic music organization, founded in 1909. Goes back quite a ways, needless to say. Some little fun facts about us is that we were started by 8 men, not all from Ridgewood, but in the Ridgewood area. And their first meeting was held on Cottage Place, just up the road. And I think one of their first concerts was also performed out on the lawn of that house just up the road on Cottage Place. Since then, we've grown up and down over time to over 50 people, singers at one point, all men's. We took a big hit during COVID, as many organizations have, and we're kind of on our way back to growing again. Another fun fact is Mr. Levy over here has been our assistant conductor and pianist for 20 years now. Am I right with that? He came to us in a really dark time for us. Our previous pianist and assistant and accompanist with us over 40 years had passed away, untimely so. And Ron came right in and said, I'm here for you. Originally here just to volunteer to help us out. And we realized the gold that we had in front of us and said, Ron, we'd love to have you. And he's been with us ever since. And it's been a joy, a pleasure both ways too, I must say. We're so happy to have Ron. We actually have a concert today.
I remember it as a threat.
No, he knew us well enough and we knew him well enough that it looked like a great marriage. We actually have a concert today at 3 p.m. Over at the First Presbyterian Church on Van Deen and Ridgewood Avenue. You're all welcome to attend if you'd like to come. But now let's talk about the scholarship program. So we present 2 scholarships, and the scholarships process does not just look for people who are great musicians or great singers in that regard. We're really looking at the whole person, and we're looking for people that are leaders and people that are willing to use their music for good and to give back to the community. So it's really looking for a very well-rounded person. So we really take great pains to go through the process. We have 2 scholarships. The first scholarship that I'll talk about is the Roland L. Meyer Scholarship. Roland was a president of the club many, many years ago, and around 1993, he helped create an endowment for the scholarship, which put us in a better position economically to run the scholarship. And nowadays, that particular scholarship is a $2,000 annual scholarship that we give out. A few years back, Ron decided to also add a scholarship there. And then his scholarship, which I'll describe in a moment, is all under the umbrella of us. We administer the whole process, the club, in conjunction with Ron, and 2 scholarships are given out. Ron's is the Edward and Harriet Memorial Scholarship that Ron named after his parents, who helped nurture himself and 3 of his siblings into their for music. So they were real people who fostered music, musicians in their own right as well, I believe. So in honor of his parents, he established a scholarship, which is a $1,000 scholarship. We raised money in addition to the endowment through our concerts and also through other gigs that we go out, and every time we do a gig, we're adding more money into that. So we hope to keep it going as long as the club, hopefully for another 119 years or whatever that number is right now, pretty high up there. So that's about the scholarship. I am pleased also today, and I don't know if it's up there, no, it's not, but I am pleased to introduce the winner, the 2023 winner of the Roland L. Meyer Scholarship, Mr. Yuma Okada, who is going to... We will be celebrating Yuma, who won that scholarship, as well as the second gentleman who won the Levy Scholarship this afternoon at our concert. But you guys get to see what Yuma is going to present later on this afternoon, which is Fantasia for flute and piano. Welcome.
Want to make a comment? Sure you do.
Wow. Thank you to all our young musicians today. Really fabulous. Thank you.
It sure is heartwarming to see the torch pass like this. It's also very humbling. When I was Yuma's age, I was still trying to figure out how to do a double knot in my shoes. So anyway, thank you to all the speakers. Thank you to the performers, and more power to the next generation. So.
Not in vain the distance beacons. Forward, forward, let us range. Let the great world spin forever down the ringing grooves of change. Through the shadow of the globe we sweep ahead to heights sublime. We, the heirs of all the ages, in the foremost files of time. The crescent promise of that spirit has not set. Ancient founts of inspiration well through all our fancies yet. And we doubt not through the ages one increasing purpose runs. And the thoughts of all are widened with the process of the suns. Yea, we dip into the future far as human eye can see. See the vision of the world and all the wonder that shall be. Hear the war drum throb no longer. See the battle flags all furled in the Parliament of Freedom, Federation of the world.
Now we extinguish our chalice.
We extinguish the flame, but may the hope of truth, the warmth of love, and the energy of action burn bright in our hearts until we are together again.
That's it. Thank you very much for coming. Keep the music in your hearts and have a great day. We will have coffee hour down in the fellowship room and on Zoom. Stay tuned to be broken out into your coffee groups. Thank you.